don't even know if I say it's that high because men cheat more than women. So definitely.
So would y'all? So is that true enough to say? Is it true that men cheat more, but women just do it better?
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Well, go ahead, Hafiz.
We doing it better.
And I'm going to say it again. Are we trying to say men cheat more, but women just do it better? Is that what we're saying right now?
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
That's
right.
I'm speaking.
Well, okay. Let's go at it.
Go ahead, Hafiz. Say how you feel.
Do you say women cheat more?
I'm gonna say this. The reason why statistically they say that men and women cheat rapidly around the same is because they put both the physical and the emotional affair together. Men probably do more cheating physically, but women probably have a lot of emotional affairs where they have a guy they can be emotionally
but that's not
attached
cheating.
to. If you define to him, you give him attention. There's a reason why they have a work husband, your male best friend, all these different characters who just orbiting around you, waiting for their chance that you keep in the friend zone, just for the main nigga to fuck up so he can step in. I mean,
it depends what we have defined in our relationship as cheating. I mean, as far as emotional connections, because some men might be okay with the woman having male friends that are platonic that they're real cool with and that not bother them. Because I noticed it depends on how secure y'all are in y'all shit.
Secure, yep.
If y'all are real insecure,
that's completely subjective as far as personal security.
But that's what I'm saying. If a man is insecure, he does usually have a problem with women having like a dope ass male friend.
And that's because he's probably got a whole bunch of female friends that he's sitting back waiting for them to comfort them.
Y'all saying a whole bunch of different layers, but some people having an emotional an affair with somebody, and and a lot of times, sometimes it can be that friend zone, a guy that show interest in you, but he's not, because you're involved with somebody else or you're not interested in him at the moment, but you still keep him in the friend zone, and he could be that guy. Soon as the main guy messes up, he could be right there as your emotional blanket, or even that emotional blanket could turn into something physical.
Why he just can't be your best friend, like a female friend?
Okay.
You don't believe in that?
Let me ask you that. Do y'all feel like emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating? I'm curious.
I think
to me, I'm gonna say physical cheating is worse, but
some
people say, but a lot of people say emotional is worse.
No, physical, because you're connecting and you're exchanging energies, and
it's soul ties.
Yeah, it is soul ties.
Don't get me started about that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Great question,
some
bro.
people can debate that, but I agree with y'all.
Well, but see, but this is what I love about the show, because he's asking my opinion and my perspective. Like he's asking us. You're right. Everything can be subjective. Everything can be debated. But it's like, how do we feel, or the people we know? So yeah, it's physical to us. We all agree. We said physical cheating is worse.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question, man. This is something that I've been trying to figure out, and I still haven't been able to figure it out. That why do people cheat? And is it natural? Is it natural for a motherfucker to want their cake and eat it too? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've had phases in my life where I wanted my cake and eat it too. I wanted what I wanted when I wanted, because I feel like when you just look at just natural habitat, is it natural for people to want what they want when they want it and to cheat versus? Because I feel like with monogamy, you're taught how to be monogamy, right? Monogamy is taught.
No.
Why would you say it's not? Why would you say monogamy isn't taught?
Okay, so I'm gonna take it to, all the creatures in this world. So you know how they say, have you taught your kids about the birds and the bees, right? So when the swan, when they mate, they stay together. And if the mate dies, the swan doesn't mate again. Now you got the owls. When the owls mate, okay, the male sticks around until the offsprings are actually, on their own. They get to go get their own food or whatever. Now you'll see some birds where you just see the female by itself, right? Laying the eggs, and she's the one that's nurturing them, right? Single mom. So I like to compare each individual, like who do you resonate with? We got the peacock. peacock is a beautiful bird.
Okay.
It's a promiscuous bird. Okay, so if you really pay attention,
or the lions. Lions are very.
Lions,
Yeah,
the
that's
lions,
different.
now the lions,
Lions
the
are
lions,
different.
but the lions,
Lions are
but the
different.
lions, but even this is crazy, but even the lioness, you know, the lioness will protect her cub. Like, so if a lion comes into the community and kills the lioness there, the lioness, obviously the lion will be the king. She'll protect her cubs and she'll have sex with the lion so that he won't hurt her cubs. So it's pretty deep. No? What do you mean? You need to look it up? Go ahead and look it up. Look it up.
Now, this is exactly.
No, you got to look it up. But what I'm saying is,
and-
what you
and-
resonate with. What animal do you resonate with?
Men probably resonate more with the lions because if you look at this, in the lion territory, when you have a lion pride, it's generally like 2 or 3 male lions and a bunch of lionesses and cubs. That's the lion pride, and you have 3 dominant male lions. And generally, since they are the leaders, by them being the leaders, they are gifted, in so to speak, with to be able to procreate and spread their seeds to multiple lioness, the dominant gene to the multiple lioness, which kind of we see some of the same mating strategy sometimes in humans. Do we not? When you have, there's a reason why certain males have their seeds spread all around. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but
it's no discipline.
Yeah.
They do say that back in the day, obviously when, you know, our ancestors were living in caves, that when a man would go out, you know, his wife would be pregnant and he would go look for some food or something. He'll end up being in another cave and mate with another woman because he want to, you know, keep his seed going. And obviously he'll forget about his other family. But I still believe that, like, we resonate with, you know, which animal do you resonate with? Is, you know, if you feel like you're promiscuous and you need more than one person, that's you. But if you feel like you're committed and you just want to be committed with one person, then that's what you resonate with.
Because some people have to. You got some people out here have to go to rehab not to cheat, and it's like, damn, why? So it goes back to my question. Why do people cheat? What's the if you have everything you need at home, or if you have what you need here, why? Because you have people that may have it good at home, but still cheat.
I think it's an inner thing, like what you're missing out. Because, okay, so if you're not happy with yourself, like let's go back to your childhood. So if you had because everybody has gone through something, right? And that little inner child of you, if you don't make that peace, you're going to go through life looking for something in the outside, and other people would. In actuality, you have to go within to look for it. So once you're complete, you'll match that person. You'll attract, because we're mirroring each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're marrying each other. So if you're in a good space, then you don't have to worry about, is my partner going to cheat on me? Because I know I'm complete. So they're going to match you. So I believe that it's coming from unresolved issues. And it's a void that you're looking for outside of you.
So it can't just be the feeling of, I feel you, I agree with you, but it can't just be the feeling of, what about the people who just want their cake and eat it too?
Again,
I just want a little something on the side. I'm not saying it's right, but it's like shit. If a man's happily married and say he go to DR, hanging out with his boys and having a good time, bachelor party, whatever, you know, maybe this chick is bouncing that big old ass on this Johnson, and you know he just want to have a little good time, and he cheats, but he's probably still love his wife back at home. He's probably still a great father, a great husband, but he just had his cake and eat it too.
Yeah, but if he truly loves his wife, he would not cheat. Sorry. I'm just saying, that's the ego. He's operating from the ego because he's wanting the flesh. He wants what's outside.
Yeah, because you have men. I mean, I've never cheated on someone, so it's really hard for me to answer that question personally. I've been cheated on, and it's been said because, like, yeah, they wanted. It wasn't a situation of I just got tempted and I couldn't say no. Because I do understand that does happen. But that's why you have to use wisdom and be smart and know yourself. Don't put yourself in certain situations.
Yeah, I was going to get to that.
Yeah. So that happens. But it was other things, to your point, it was other things going on with them, or they were younger, why they cheated on me. It had nothing to do, usually it has nothing to do with the other person.
No,
and that's the thing I was getting at. Sometimes when a man cheats, it has nothing to do with you. It could just be something else going on. You know what I mean? And it might not necessarily be something he's got going on the inside. Because let's be honest, man, even if we're in a relationship or not, I think it's natural for us to be attracted to other people. I mean,
of course.
I mean, social media sex. I mean, sex is everywhere. movies, you got social
Ladies are
media,
attracted to
beautiful
people.
women. And you go,
It's a
and here's
natural
the
thing.
crazy part about it. You can go to the gym right now and there's sex in there.
Yeah.
You know, big booties, you know, muscles. You probably see a guy in that and he a hunk.
Yeah.
I kind of see, wow, very attractive people in there. So I think it's natural to
of
want
course.
other
That's the
things.
beauty
I
about
just
it.
think that some people choose to act on it, some people don't choose to act on it.
Right.
Willpower.
Yeah, it's discipline. That's what I was saying.
And it's so hard, you know, but they say we're a spirit with a flesh that lives in the body. It's like
Yep.
sometimes
Yes.
your flesh just get weak. And I feel like sometimes it's a spiritual warfare.
It is.
You know,
Yeah,
like
it
me
is.
being a man of God, I struggle with that sometimes where,
Yeah.
you know, I'm in tune with my spirit, you know, but like my man Ye said, how you stay faithful in a room full of hoes must be as Pharaoh's, he in tune with his soul. It's a lot. It's hard. It's not as
Yeah.
easy. I think it's easier for women. I'm going to just say this. I think it's easier for you guys to reject dick because you have a vagina. Men been offering you sex since you were 6 or 10 years old. So of course you go, you know, when a man being nice to you, you know, they offering penis. But with men, I think it's a little bit different where, you know, if a woman offer him some butt, now don't get me wrong, some men out here are disciplined and some men out here are not. But I think it's a lot easier for you guys to just say, you know what, I'm gonna just stay faithful to my guy and not do anything versus a man, especially if it's a man who ain't used to getting it like that and it's just on a platter. You know, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's hard to ignore that.
I mean, sadly, this is how men are wired. I know y'all want to say it's discipline, but it's when if you look at just biology and nature, this is men are kind of designed and wired like that. That's why I mentioned earlier, the man with the most dominant genes spread his seed around. You take now we live in a more structured society where you will pay a cost for doing that. You know, but it's still in our indoctrinate nature to, you know, want to have as many women that our looks, that our DNA, that our status and all can obtain. You know, that's why men work on themselves to try to attract.
They work on superficial things, right?
Yeah.
To attract that.
The cars. And
to attract the highest caliber.
But
woman
even
they can
though it's supposedly in y'all DNA or whatever.